I was working at a Boys and Girls Club in Fresno, California, when I had noticed a bullseye rash on my wrist here. And I started feeling really sick and getting the headaches. I was getting joint pains, felt like the flu all the time, just tired, achy, really weak. I had been running about 5 miles a day at that time. I was really in shape, and when I had gotten bitten by this tick, it totally tore my immune system down, and I went from running 5 miles a day to I couldn't even get up out of bed. And I just remember I would work from 12 to 9 every day at the Boys and Girls Club, and I could not get out of bed. It would be around noontime, and I would throw myself literally out of bed, get in the car and drive to work, and I wouldn't care about eating. I was never hungry. I just felt really sick, and I had conversations with my mom on the phone, and she knew something was wrong, and I just told her I couldn't do it anymore, so I had to move back in with my parents after several doctors, and they didn't know what was wrong, and pretty much they had told me that I was just very depressed and that nothing was wrong with me because every test they took, there was absolutely everything was negative, and they didn't know about Lyme disease. And my cousin had said something to me about the bullseye rash, and so she said, well, that looks like something that would be Lyme disease. I saw it on TV. So we went through a couple more doctors after them putting me on different kinds of antibiotics, and nothing seemed to work. And finally I found a doctor who would look into the Lyme and try to treat me for that. I seemed to do better when I got on my antibiotics, and I was on it intravenously with Rocephin, and it worked for a while and I felt better. But after a couple months' time, I started to fall back into my same headaches, joint pains, flu-like symptoms, and we kind of went in circles with that. And I ended up having to get a job. I needed to pay for this. My insurance wouldn't cover it. So that's when I was looking into jobs, and I found a job out in California, and it was a teaching position, and I ended up moving out there. The first couple months I was miserable, and I would call home, and finally my mom said, you know, these antibiotics that you're on, they're not working for you. We need to try something different. She researched over the internet looking for different kinds of therapy, anything to help, you know, whatever it was, she was looking into it. And she found doing the blood electrification and the magnetic pulsing on the internet, and looked into it. And I just remember her saying that she read it over like 100 times. I had been on antibiotics for a year and nothing was working. And I was a little skeptical at first about doing this, but I thought, what do I have to lose? And my mom said the same thing. What do you have to lose? You know, it sounds different than just going to the doctor and getting some pills, and, you know, but I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I was a little skeptical at first, but after I had tried it, she just kept saying, you know, keep doing it, keep doing it. And after a month, I still didn't feel any better. And she said, keep trying it. It says you have to at least try it for 3 months, you know, just to make sure that your body's, you know, detoxing. And so I would say I started it in about October of that first year. And by Christmas time, I had flown home to visit my family, and they already saw a change in me. And I was doing this like faithfully, you know, but after the 3rd month, it was like everything just clicked, and I started feeling great. And little by little, eventually after that 3-month period, you know, it was like I was regaining my health. I was getting my spirit back, and I was happy again. I wasn't depressed, because that's another symptom of Lyme, is just depression right there too. And so I was just feeling great, and I knew that there were a couple times after that I had started to kind of fall back, but my mom just kept reminding me, your body is detoxing, it's getting all those toxins out, so just stick with it. And I was also drinking colloidal silver at the time, and doing oxygen drops in my water. And so I think those 4 items combined helped me to regain my health back. And ever since then, I've been feeling great. I don't have any symptoms. They're gone. I mean, the nausea, the depression, the joint pains. I never started running again after that, but I'm back to walking, physically fit. I love sports. I'm playing sports again. I'm enjoying life. And I know that through all this, because of my mom and her research through this, it was very important that she did that because I had no strength to do it. And, with her looking into finding an alternative, if it wasn't for her, I would probably still be sick and worse off than what I am right now. So I'm very thankful for the blood electrification and the magnetic pulsing, because I know that's what has cured me. And with God's help also, I know that the Lord led my mom to finding this, and I'm very thankful for that.